About time England won a World Cup, innit?
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform
Or ask your smart speaker
to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Chipped in and pulling it, and it's there by David Platt. England have done it in the last minute of extra time.
2002 and they are streaming, and the next 10 years we're dreaming, but the golden generation's in the war. Humiliation against Iceland, but in Russia we start fighting. Now the feeling is our time, we bring it on. Sing ooh la la.
Lineker is in the middle. They're tearing Pollard apart.
Sing ooh la la. Sing ooh la la.
You're watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
And it's live.
Hey, welcome along, everybody. It's been at least 18 hours since we last spoke. How the devil are you all? It's coming home. It still could be coming home. The only thing is, let's hope it's not being brought home by Amazon. Well, if we're not in, even the neighbours are out now, isn't it? Bye-bye, Wales. This is Leicester Till I Die.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
And this is your host, Chris.
No! God, please, no! No!
I know, I'm sorry, but he's cheap and available.
How rude.
Indeed, how rude. But yeah, Wales are out. What a shame. But apparently they have, well, you know, I don't know, it's not Prime Minister of Wales, whoever the leader of Wales is, has extended his thanks to the Qatari government for the welcome that his players received. And it did actually get a 5-star recommendation on TripAdvisor. So he sends the thanks for that. Look, if you can't get the piss out of Wales when you get knocked out, what can you do? Got a guest on with me, a really, really important guest, and I'm really pleased to have him on. Let's bring him in. He's a nice guy, supports Arsenal, but look past that, and he's a nice guy. Let's bring him on. It's Stephen. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you, sir?
Not bad.
What a shame about Wales, eh?
Yeah, shame really, but I'm sorry that throughout the 3 games they've not produced any quality, and if you don't produce any quality in the World Cup, then you're not going to get very far.
They haven't. I mean, I said right at the start of the World Cup, no Bale, no Whale, and I think you can say that with a few teams.
It's not just Bale as well. It's all you have to mark Ramsey out the game as well. They've got a creative spot on Aaron Ramsey. You mark them 2 out of the game. They've got Nico Williams. That's really it. I mean, I know Kiefer Moore is a decent striker, but for what you need in the World Cup, it's not enough.
It isn't. But there's a lot of teams where the star players haven't or have only just started to turn up. That's a news game. Eriksson for Denmark hasn't really been there. Messi, he got a penalty in the first game, but he hasn't. Ronaldo in the first game. All these big names, even Kane, he has a sort of he's not scored, but he has chipped in with the assists. But these Modric, for example, and Lewandowski, players that this is probably their last World Cup.
To be fair, Modric in the Canada game dictated that midfield completely. I do have to say that. But then Canada were affording him too much space, which is a bit naive from them.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because Canada have played some decent football. I think Belgium, for me, are the ones that stand out. How that team's been ranked number 1 in the world for so long, I don't know.
Yes.
I'm sorry, if you can't even get to a final of a World Cup, then why are you number 1? Ranked in the world. We have some of the best talent on the planet as well, right? So why aren't we ranked number 1, right? Because we never get to quarterfinals or semi-finals or a final. So why is it this team's getting it? They've spent over 6 years with a manager who can get relegated, and also win an FA Cup at the same time, right? So I'm sorry, the guy, Martinez, he's not an international top manager, and they've wasted a hundred load of talent on him. You could say it's old age, but some of those players are not even old. Like, for example, De Bruyne is still at his peak.
Yeah.
Lukaku's done well, and he's gone back to Inter. You've got Torgan Hazard, who's doing his thing in I'm not sure who he plays for, to be honest, but he's doing his thing in the club level. Eden Hazard sort of drifted a bit, to be fair. I don't know too much about him since his time at Chelsea. But yeah, Belgium for me, they've played. You know, like when someone gets employed in a job and they look so miserable in that job, and you wonder why they're there, employed.
Yeah.
Right. That is Belgium in this World Cup. You actually wonder why are you here. They've played with no passion, no desire, no willing to work, no willing to try and win a game. Right? They shouldn't have won against Canada. Canada should have won that. Right? And the Moroccan game, you could just see the amount of lack of effort and work rate compared to Belgium. It's like Belgium didn't want to be there.
We will find out about Belgium, obviously, to take on Croatia tomorrow. First of all, I just want to say, welcome along, like I say, to the channel. Your link is in the description below. You've got a couple of channels. One of them is really, really important to you and to those of us that know you and close to your heart. Do tell people where they can find you.
Well, I do. Obviously, I do. I set up a new channel this year with F1 content, because I separated the content from SVD TV to this new channel. So if you like F1, go and subscribe to that. It's SVD F1. But the main channel, obviously, that's monetized is SVD TV. And we do Arsenal Premier League content. We also just do general football content as well, general football chat. Anyone can come in and have a laugh and a banter. And the best thing about it, the best thing about it is that every penny we raise goes straight to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. In fact, I've got to put a £90 donation in this evening on when we do the Poland game, because they just paid us a £90 donation for the charity. So that just keeps.
Very nice.
Like I said, all the proceeds that come from Google go to from YouTube go to the charity.
So yeah, get over there, give this guy your support, guys, and like I say, his link is in the description below. Just say a few hellos. Kate, good afternoon. How are you? Nice to see you again. I've gone 2-1 Australia, so please, Kate, don't you go for that one, because whatever you go for absolutely kills my prediction. Nate, have you settled down, Nate? Congratulations, America going through. Nice to see. Are you sober yet? Oh, yeah, is the question. David is in. Good evening, David. How are you? Ravi's in. Boom, boom, boom. No bail, no whale. Indeed, indeed. And Ash is in. No Mbappe, no Giroud. Still France 2-1. Tunisia and Denmark. Well, he's gone Denmark 3-2 Australia. And going for Burton, David has gone 1-2 to Tunisia and 2-0 to Denmark. Let me just write that down for you, David. I've got it written down. And Nate's gone 1-0 for France and Denmark. I'm actually wanting Australia to do well, as you can probably guess from the outfit.
The one
I
thing
decided
I'll
not
say,
to go for the neutral stance. What about
The one-
yourself, Stephen?
I'm quite neutral on it, to be fair. I don't mind Denmark in a sense, and I don't mind Australia in a sense. I think the only time I mind Australia is when they're in the cricket. But
Fair point. Yeah,
but
can't argue with that.
yeah, all the rugby. But yeah, I think with France is that they're missing missing Benzema, but I don't think they're missing him too much because if you look, most people I think they're sleeping a bit, and even I questioned them because of their form going into this World Cup. France's form has not been great, but if you look at their squad, their squad is unbelievable. Like, they've got you've got Saliba or Camavinga on the bench. That shows how much talent you've got in your team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I still think with France, with all that talent, should be able to get very far in this competition and still be like favourites to win it. But my money's still on either Argentina or Barcelona. Even though Argentina had a very poor start, I think the second game you saw again, Messi just come alive. It's again.
And what about this one, the Tunisia Denmark? How do you see this? Sorry, Australia Denmark. How do you see this?
I would have
going?
said Denmark, to be fair, but Australia in their game, in the second game, really showed what actually they can do. So against Denmark, they could cause an upset. So I would still say Denmark will probably edge it, but it'd probably be either 2-1 or 1-0 to Denmark, and I'll probably go 1-0.
1-0. Now, well, I was going to go 1-0 to Australia, but the only score predictions I've got right all World Cup are 2, and they were both 2-1, so I've gone for 2-1 again. Dean is in. Good evening. How are you? He's gone 2-1 Denmark. Sorry, 3-1 Denmark. Let me get it right. So there's only me going for Australia. David, Aussie, oi. You know what? I mean, I haven't been impressed with Denmark. I've got to be honest with you. I've really not. Very disappointing. And, oops, that was last night's table. Let's bring today's table up. There we go. I mean, if Denmark have got to win. Nothing else will do for them, will it?
Yeah, they've got to win. To be fair, like they have. It goes without saying they have to win. Like in fairness, like if they draw, and Tunisia win, Tunisia will go through. I mean, that's a long shot. That is a long shot. Obviously, you're playing France, which is going to be. It's always going to be a struggle. You might get away with it because France might have rotated their squad and play I'd say weakened side, but then their squad's absolutely packed with talent. So but you get what I mean. But for me that would be like something. You'd have to be like some deluded person that will put like, I don't know, Nottingham Forest to win the title, for example. I don't see Tunisia ever getting.
Or possibly even Leicester City.
I thought you were going to say that.
I wouldn't have done if you had. But every time anybody mentions sort of the team from up the road that's linked with Sherwood Forest, I have to sort of say a Leicester just to balance it out. You know, just like the BBC, we are not political. So if anybody mentions Forest, I have to mention Leicester just to balance it out. I mean, let's just very quickly go through. And look at sort of so far what the position is. I mean, Group 1, and no surprises there, I suppose. In fact, that's an old one, so ignore that. Holland going through, but look at, I mean, our group. I'm quite behind Southgate. I know you've not been a fan of his. Has he warmed you over at all in this World Cup? I mean, 2 wins and a draw, only 2 goals conceded, top of the group. Could he do anything more?
he could have had that crap. They shouldn't have had that crap performance against USA. The thing I've been questioning, and I know Maguire might have picked himself up from the first game, but the first game, for example, showed that Maguire was not match fit. He's been sitting on a bench since August, and all of a sudden you want to chuck him into a World Cup game. Another is, why are we taking... I know Maddison's played well, but if he's still injured in that third game in, why are we taking him? Right? I get Kyle Walker because he's only about 1 or 2 games, but Maddison, we still don't know if he's going to be fully fit for the rest of it. Why are we taking him then?
He was on this
before. And
obviously I've got a vested interest in Madison playing. I'm quite happy if he doesn't play.
The thing is for me is like Mason Mount, for example. I call him the teacher's pet. Right? How does this guy, who's had 3 losses on the bounce going into this World Cup, get in over Foden? How? Foden is doing bits at Man City, doing his thing, and yet he doesn't even get ahead of Grealish, who's been sitting on the bench, right? And he must be sitting in their first 2 games thinking, what do I have to do to get in this team? And you saw when Foden came on the pitch against USA, you saw the difference against Wales. You saw the difference.
But do we not all sit here with our own clubs, whatever they are, and say the same? I know I've sat there for weeks and said, why hasn't Pratt got into the Leicester team? He's playing better, etc. All managers have their favourites. It's just unfortunately with the England manager, he's got more fans to upset. Maddison, I've got to say this. I don't want him to play, if I'm honest. I want him to play for him, but if he doesn't play, it means he's not going to get injured. Then he'll come back to Leicester, raring to go. But when if he's not 100%, we were winning that game easily yesterday. There was no need to bring him on. Save him for the latter. What's the word I'm looking for?
The latter stages.
Yeah. But he's not going to please everybody, is he? But
I don't. It doesn't matter to me who plays for who. Like you pick your team. Like he said to us, he would not do it on because it's Kane, because it's Beckham, because it's you know what I mean. He would do it based on the form they're producing. Right. So if that's the case, then Cody's had more regular starts, so he could slot in there. And he's also quicker and more movable than Maguire. And second of all, Rashford. And here's the thing with Kane is that yes, Kane's our captain, but he's been too busy playing DM, and they've not really produced any great results recently. So for me, like Rashford should be getting us out because he's in decent form, and Foden should be starting ahead of Mount. Mount should not be ever getting in.
I think Foden will. I think he had such a good game the other day.
He better do because I'm sorry, like Mount's not doing it. We saw when Mount played, he disappears. Like, sorry, missing Mount. I'm not calling him Money Mount. Missing Mount. That's what I'm calling him.
But we've got. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if anybody else can see that Twitch comment. I can't get rid of it for some reason. It won't. It won't let me delete it. But it's annoying with Twitch. You do tend to get these promotional ones coming up. But yeah, well, we're through. I mean, we all have different. But again, looking at this group here.
The only way you get rid of the Twitch comments is if you actually went on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not mind you, having said that, I'm not signed in, so let me just try it on this one.
I wouldn't bother me. I just don't bother. I'd skip through it. I just wouldn't look at it.
Yeah. This one here, Ash, is asking what game it was, and it does say the title, and as he picked up there.
Have you got the lineups to see how they're for?
Yeah, I do have the lineups, but so on this one, for me, I want France and Australia to go through. Would you agree?
Yeah, Australia, Denmark. I'm not too fussed really.
Yeah. Let's see if I can just bring
maybe more Australia because they've surprised me more. Especially after the first game. The first game, I thought they just weren't going to be.
Yeah. Well, these are the lineups. You've got Australia have gone 4-4-2. Let me just bring Australia. Yeah, 4-4-2. Ryan in goal. There we go. Degnerick.
4-4-2. Gotta love it.
Beach across the back. Lockie, Irvine, Moy, and Goodwin midfield, and Duke and McCree up front. You know what I'm like with players that aren't English or Leicester, but do go for it and tell me what you think of the lineup.
It's a standard lineup for Australia. I think they're going to play the two banks of four. I think they know they haven't got as much talent as Denmark, so I think they're going to try and see him and use their two front men to hit him on the break. Whilst playing two banks of four, for me, it's more like a count. That for me, 4-4-2 these days, they usually do that to play it like that, to play it more as a counter attacking side. Whereas you can see Denmark, their midfield, you can tell what they've done is packed it to gain control of midfield, so they can dictate the game.
They've gone obviously 4-2-3-1. Schmeichel in goal. I can't really say much after Danny Ward's performance yesterday, but he's struggling at Nice. You know, his move hasn't necessarily worked out brilliantly for him, but he's in goal for Denmark. Christensen, Anderson, another Christensen, but with a C, and Mullally on the back four. Højbjerg and Jensen, the two just between that and the midfield of Olsen, Eriksson and Lindstrom, and Braithwaite up front. It's got to be a case of, for me, Eriksson's got to turn up for this one, hasn't he?
He's got to. If he's going to want to progress further and be taken seriously, they've got to be taken through. He's got to stop. And that's the thing. It's weird, like, the Euros, they've been playing... The Euros, obviously, what happened to them was dreadful. But after that, Denmark were playing so much better afterwards. It was weird. Like, so.
Without him, yeah.
Do
you think some of these players actually... I mean, we know, taking England and Southgate, you know, we've just discussed that, but for these other teams, are like the likes of Ronaldo, and are they kind of undroppable?
Ronaldo's droppable.
He is, but would he be? You know.
After that interview, I wouldn't do. I bet that coach is shitting himself. I'm sorry. You've got Andre Silva there. You've got Bernardo Silva. You've got Bruno Fernandes. No, they need to have Andre Silva is scoring goals. He's got more movement, right? Can hold the ball up, creative, right? Whereas all that Ronaldo can do is goal hang and get a pen. Is basically a tapping merchant or pen merchant, or it produces one clutch moment. That's all. If you want to produce a clutch moment at the end of the game to win the game, fine, bring Ronaldo on. But for general out the whole game, Andre Silva will produce a lot more for Portugal than Ronaldo would, and he will contribute more to the team.
And he probably won't run off down the tunnel with 10 minutes to go either.
Well, yeah. I mean,
did I say that out loud? Henry's in. Hi, Henry. How are you? Hope you are well. I did get your message regarding the show. Like I said, I'm just trying to find one that I can get you on. Trying to get you and Dan on together so we can all do one together. Maybe sort of a review or something of the World Cup. But we will. I will get back to you hopefully next week when we've got rid of all the games every day and we actually get our lives back a little bit next week. Let's have a look. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. She's saying hi, chat for Henry. Australia would have to win about 3-0 and France lose 3-0. It is. It's how sum up this at this World Cup for me, because in some ways we know the controversy. We know everything shouldn't be there, etc., etc., etc. We know all that, and some of the games have been so boring that it's like. But then you've got the excitement of Saudi Arabia winning, Ecuador going out, Germany possibly. So the actual World Cup itself, it's not really caught my imagination yet. Is it just me, or do you feel the same?
I think there's been some good stories out of that World Cup already. Right? No one expected Saudi Arabia to compete the way they have.
No.
Even Iran. Iran nearly got themselves through. Right? I'm not, like, if people want to make a political statement, they can piss off them Westminster. Stop using football as a political statement now. Like, you've had your protests, right? And what I love is these people, they booked tickets knowing this was going to happen. Like, they fly all the way over there and they expect the rules to be changed for them.
Yeah. Oh, no, as I say, but there's been some good games.
I'm done
Sorry.
doing that. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in terms of what's going on around it, well, there's other countries doing the same thing. You don't call them out. So I'm like, the hypocrisy is mad.
Yes.
So I'm just not hearing it anymore. I just want to enjoy the football.
And like I say, thank God for the likes of Saudi Arabia and teams like that. Qatar, we knew they were always going to be bloody awful as not as hosts, but as game.
In the second game, they were a bit unlucky not to get a pen in the first half. They also had a couple of opportunities before they whoever they were playing scored to Senegal. They actually had a couple of opportunities then to take the lead, and probably should have been about 2-3-0. So I want and even in the second game, they had a few opportunities against the Netherlands. So yeah, they had a good. Obviously, we all knew they weren't going to probably make it through anyway, but they made a good account themselves.
Yeah.
And hopefully, like, from this World Cup, it invests even more into football, so they can challenge further in future World Cups.
We are looking at, they're about to kick off. The referees are there. The referees are from Algeria with the two linesmen, and the assistants and VAR are from Senegal. But this is Leicester Till I Die, and this is the Watchalong Show.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along Show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
Okay, we've kicked off. Now, guys, the only thing I would say is, the only rule, well, two rules, have fun and banter, but no spoilers in the chat, because I don't know how Stephen's watching it. I'm watching it on a Fire Stick, so I'm a few minutes behind. I know they've kicked off already, and I'm still in the huddle.
Yeah, I'm on literally live, so I'm at 54, 55.
Right, see, I've not kicked off yet on anything. But once it says it on the graph in the middle, then it's fine. Comment on it. It is not a problem, but just wait.
I can't pause it, so did you want me to show
No, it doesn't matter, mate. If let's be honest with you, you never get it dead on, we spend half an hour trying to get it to match, and then it buffers.
Do you want me to call it, or like?
Yeah, if you get it, you go ahead, mate. Yeah, no, don't worry. Just see if HD. Dougster's in. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, Doug. How are you? Looking forward to seeing you later. I'm forgetting who we're covering now. Poland, Argentina. And later on, and I've kicked off here now. So Australia are kicking from left to right. Yellow tops, green shorts, white socks. And obviously, therefore, Denmark are going right to left. in their all-red boring strip. And just remember, guys, with the graphic, it doesn't change sides at half time, so it is what it is, I'm afraid. But at least it adds something to the chat. Let's hope this. I mean, I have had a few 0-0s recently, so let's hope for something a little bit more.
Australia with a chance then. No shot blocked. Decent effort.
Tell you what, I have been surprised about is the lack of sort of class in the final third from any of the teams, and I'm including sort of the named teams here as well.
I mean, one thing I've noticed is that a lot of refs have been giving goal kicks when it's when it's shot and it quickly nicks off a defender.
Yeah.
Right, like slightly. Usually in Premier League football, they get it every time. Right, whereas here, they've been missing them, which is stupid, really.
Yeah. I mean, Infantino, I think he is obviously at virtually every game. He's got suit and tie on and white trainers. It just not a lot that goes well together. But
blatant yellow card there for Australia, though.
Well, there's already an injury in the other game. Somebody's down for Tunisia, but there's been a lot of I mean, I tend to think the European referees, in fairness, have, and probably the South American, haven't gone card mad, but those from the...
I think they're used to it in their football, that's why.
Yeah. I mean, the Qatari referee, when he did it, I forget which game it was now, he was like being sponsored by Clinton's. Dean says, Australia looking dangerous already. Doug, I know you're at work, mate. What's your prediction for this game? And he does say France have heavily rotated. Well, at least the grass will be cut then. No,
Actually, are they playing Saliba then? I hope he does.
France, I don't know.
Yeah, let me check.
I can't see.
Got it. Varane and Canate. What the hell? What? Nah, I'm sorry. Like, Saliba should be getting on that pitch, bruv. I'm sorry. He's been doing bits.
They should. I mean, yeah. Oh, another
I know
year.
I'm biased, but like, come on, he's been doing bits. He's the best Premier League player, Premier League defender right now. And
well, like I said, these international managers, they have rules of their own. Was that a yellow card?
Yeah, he was gone on a run. So yeah, blatant.
He's going to have to be careful now. I mean, that's a very early yellow card.
Very early.
Yeah. I mean, all right, taking one for the team, but not after 4 minutes. Doug's gone 2-0 Denmark. So there's still only me going for Australia here. And can I just say, if the Australian consulate is looking in, yes, I will apply for a visa. Thank you.
What minute are you on?
I am on the just after 4 minutes 10 seconds.
Right, because my on iPlayer I'm about 4:37:38. But on live, it's 6 minutes.
Bloody hell! Yes, I'm just going to see because I'm not usually that far behind.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to watch the Australia game on this one, so we're a bit more synced.
If I go on full HD, I'm on 5:29.
Oh yeah, then you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me.
Oh, see.
I think the one before it was closer.
Well, you say what's your main one?
My main one is 6:45:46.
Stay on that one if you want, because I'm about a minute behind you then on this one here. Otherwise, we're going to be way behind the.
What minute is that one now?
I'm on 6:10 at the moment.
Yeah, I'll stay on this one.
So yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
the one before was literally the one you were on before was a bit more in sync. I think. But there you go.
what are you on now on your main one?
7, 23, 24, 25.
It's a minute. Stay on that one, mate. It's fine because, like I say, the graphics in advance of both of us, I think. So
Okay.
It's not like we're doing actual 100% commentary. A passes to B, passes to C.
Yeah.
So the first, well, we're up to 7 minutes gone. Can you believe that we're nearly finished out the group stage already? It's flown by.
Yeah. It goes quickly, doesn't it? It's because they're trying to pack the games in, aren't they?
Yeah, Richard's in. Good afternoon, Rich. How are you? How's the short arse? Hope he's well. Hope he's doing all right. It's head tennis at the moment. Oh, that was a nice pass to absolutely nobody from Australia.
Could be worse.
We're not. No, to be honest with you, mate, I haven't heard any game that I do on here. I don't hear the commentary on because if I put it on, then I think yesterday we were talking to Mike, the Welsh fan, and his actual first stream was actually taken down while he was doing it by YouTube.
Mm-hmm. It's easy to do. I must admit, it's very easy to do.
You know that's going to get you in trouble, young Ashley. Because I have got the other game up as well. And Tunisia, France are still 0-0.
Still 0-0 for now. But
Yeah.
there's a chance there by Tunisia.
Yeah, Ash is just
they
trying to
should've-
say
oh,
that they've
actually,
got
it was
1-0 up.
offside. It got Tunisia had put the ball in the back in it, but it was offside.
Ah. You see, Ash, premature celebration, that's called.
Yeah.
What does Tunisia need to qualify? I think it's called a miracle, David.
Yeah, they do. They have started off well, to be fair. Don't forget, they need this lot to draw and them to win.
Yeah. This is the problem. I mean, you know, when you start in the game, like Denmark now, they're almost, you know, the pressure's on them because they've got to win. And I don't think Australia can go out and just, you know, say, right, we only need a draw. Because I think that's what Ecuador did against Senegal, you know. They had no attacking intent whatsoever.
They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
They didn't really know. Every time you got on the ball, it's like they didn't know what to do with it.
But Senegal had to win, and they went for it. But then again, when you look at Wales last night, Wales they needed to win, and they just didn't come out and have a go for it.
I think it's because, to be fair, like,
Good last-minute tackle. Last-ditch tackle there from Australia. Yeah, they were
we nullified them.
So disappointing, Wales. Makes me laugh.
Everybody
knows Mike. Everybody knows Mike. He was on the channel and what have you. But apparently he has declared himself today to be a quarter Senegalese. I have to be honest with you. I think it might be his dick. But he is a quarter Senegalese, he says. Bless him. He was not happy. He was not a happy chappy.
I'm sorry. You mark Ramsey and Bale out of the game, and that's it. They're dealt with. And that's the thing. I think they need to start rebuilding.
Oh, what a save there by the Australian goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think it was standard save, to be fair.
I think, yeah, probably, yeah. What do you think of a reserve Australian goalkeeper. Did you see him in the playoff when he was dancing on the line for the penalty shootout?
No, I didn't see him.
Oh, he's quite a. You need to Google that. He's quite a character. Shall we call him that?
Aren't they all?
Well, he was definitely. There was that Liverpool goalkeeper that danced on the line a lot.
Dudek?
Yes, Well, he made Dudek look normal.
Because Dudek managed to do that for the World Champions League final, didn't he?
He did, yes. Yeah. He had wobbly legs, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a decent keeper though.
Well, if it works.
To be fair, France have been on the back foot a little bit here. France very on the back foot.
I'm just looking here, yeah. I mean, there's 30 minutes gone in that game. Tunisia have had 19 attacks to France's 10, and they've had 9 dangerous attacks, which I think basically means getting into the last third. 9 dangerous attacks to France's 1.
That's why you get shots and shots.
I mean, France are through anyway, even if they lose, aren't they? But surely they want to be top.
I don't get those stats. I just look at shots on target and shots. Because you
I
can
know.
look dangerous coming to the final third, but it depends what you do with it.
It is. Well, nobody's had a shot yet in that game, or a shot on target, it says here.
Well, that's bollocks. I just saw Tunisia put one in the net, but it's done for offside. So that's crap.
Saying not on here, but that's Tinternet for you, isn't it?
I'm sorry, that's rubbish. I've just seen Tunisia put the ball in the back of the net and get it called offside. Right? So that is a shot, and it's a shot on target.
Does it count though if it's offside? Haha. I'm not sure.
No. They've always counted them. They've always counted them.
In this game, and not surprisingly, in this game, Denmark are having the lion's share of the game so far, and they look the more dangerous.
Yeah, but then Australia are doing what they need to. I think they're looking at the long game here. You know Denmark could have been more dominant, but they have it fit when they got forward.
Yeah, and they're gonna soak the pressure up at the start, but you know if it goes wrong and they concede, then it's going to be a real uphill struggle for them. Just to say, Saturday night, everybody. By the way, at about 9:15, it's another watch along here, but it's not football on this channel. We're taking a break from the football Saturday night. I'm doing the afternoon watch along. I think I'm over on Doug's channel for that. And I'm doing the Fury versus Chisora fight. Tyson Fury versus Chisora. Watch along at 9:15 Saturday night. Just for something different. Let's have a change from football.
I've never got really into that.
I'm only into it if it's like these, you know, the heavyweights and it's world championship fights and what have you. So, yeah, Australia need to sort of really try and do something because at the moment they're just being overrun. I think Schmeichel's probably sat there and thinking, like, why can't it be like this at Nice every week?
But here's the thing, right?
Oh,
Like, everyone keeps going on about the issues here, but yet they never complain about the issues when a major fight is going to happen in Qatar or Saudi Arabia or Dubai. When they do them out there, they don't have complaints about them, do they? Well,
you know, I mean, it's been like that for, I can remember Ali and Fraser.
Like, if you're saying the World Cup shouldn't be hosted in these countries, then why are you saying that these fights should be hosted? You should be saying the same for the fights then.
I
And
don't
rugby and
follow
golf.
boxing enough to know if they are arguing. I mean, I know the fight, the
I don't hear any
Fury
complaints
Chisora
about it.
one. Yeah, you could
Is
argue
this-
that the Fury Chisora one shouldn't go ahead because it's at the Tottenham Hotspur football ground.
Side netting.
That's got to be unfair on somebody.
It's offside. But yeah, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're saying they can't hold these major events, then why aren't you saying it for others?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to end up with. I don't, as I say, I'm not following boxing enough to know if people are saying that. You know,
Well, I haven't heard.
we've all done it with Russia. We've kicked them out of everything, haven't we? So why? But then again, it's the same. Don't do it with Qatar. There's about another 7 countries that are actually taking part that also have human rights issues. So it's very
Exactly.
you know. But anyway, I've got a free kick here with Ericsson going to take. It probably won't come to anything because it's not up on the screen. It's not a bad free kick. It's one of the better free kicks I've seen.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't bad. It was off. Unfortunately, it was offside though.
It was, yeah, and it did go into the side netted. But though, they say the actual number of free kicks that haven't got past the first man, and I'm thinking like these are supposed to be the 32 best teams in the world.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but then you do get upsets in the playoffs, don't you?
Yes, you do, but I've expected more from a lot of these teams in this game, in this World Cup, and they seem to whether it's the grass or the surfaces, but when they get injured, they seem to hurt themselves when they land rather than the actual tackle.
Yeah, but
now, Australia got a chance.
No, but you also think as well, like most of those teams that are in the top 32 are from Europe, so there's always going to be a dropout of some of those biggest teams in the 32 because there's not enough space in Europe to fit. Because you've got to fit some from Saudi Arabia and Qatar region, some from Argentina and the South American region, some from the North America region. So you get what I mean. So it's like there's always going to be in terms of the ranking 32, like there's always going to be a few of them that are not going to make it because of the space in them.
My God, Australia are living dangerously.
They are living dangerously, mate.
Very dangerously.
There's a number of times I've just seen here Denmark get in behind, like ball straight across, and like it's just cleared away by the keeper. Just
yeah, I think my 2-1 to Australia might have been a bit optimistic.
Well, they need to pick it up. To be fair, right?
I do have a feeling.
It's like I said, they want to try and contain Denmark, and they're trying to, but they're not doing very well at doing it.
No.
Not a minute.
Like you say, I know what you're saying about the best teams in say Oceania aren't as good as some of the poor teams in Europe, but still, at least, as I say, it's just a general standard. That's the thing that it's getting at me. I watch some of these teams and I'm thinking, the women's Euros played better football than this.
It's like Belgium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that talent. Look at the way they're playing.
Yeah. Oh, he really got away with that, the goalkeeper, then, for Australia.
Yeah,
He kind of fell at his feet, and as he was falling, he kicked it out. Dean, I don't know. Why did the keeper throw it out like that? You tell me. I mean, if you look at Danny Ward yesterday when he was distributing it, just inside his penalty box, and that cost them a goal. I just don't get it. And the new rules of football. I'm old. I can't keep up with all these new rules. I think it's just spoiling the game. Get on there and kick 11 bells out of each other. There is, Dean. You're totally right. I mean, they look well. They need the win, and they know that that's all that will do for them, and they're going for it. A bit like Senegal yesterday, and it's good to see a team that's actually making the effort, unlike Wales did yesterday.
I should think as well. Australia probably know that France are going to beat Tunisia, right? Or draw. What you have to do is draw the game, at least. I think
What,
that's
Denmark?
What they're doing. No, Australia.
Oh, Australia. Yeah, well, yeah. But Denmark need to, like I say, to win it, don't they? But,
Oh, yeah.
but
That's
yes.
why.
Yeah.
That's probably why you see in Australia trying to contain them.
He had a word with him about something, Dean. It could have been time wasting. I don't know. Oh, there's an Australian with the World Cup there. I think he's hoping.
Yeah. Well,
Good luck with that, mate.
I'm sorry, you're seeing England with a World Cup as well, mate.
Yeah. And they've still got Budweiser adverts around this. Oh, shot there from Australia.
Yeah, I
but it
love
goes-
that. It's like we're not allowed alcohol on the things, but we'll promote it.
Yeah, exactly. I love that Budweiser tweet. You know, well, this is awkward.
Yeah.
What a shame they took it down. But FIFA have just caved in. You know what I mean? Everything was agreed, and then they changed it all. But hey, like you say, that's politics, and we're more bothered about the football.
Mm-hmm.
But so 22 minutes gone at the moment.
Yeah.
And in the other game, it's France are a lot more back in it in the other game. It's looking a bit more even now. But fair play to Tunisia. They're giving it a go.
They got to,
But-
haven't
According to this, let's check what the BBC say, because that is still saying there's no
that's the thing as well.
shots yet.
they? But there's the thing as well. Tunisia know if they win and this lot draw, they'll get through.
It's been a long time since there's been a World Cup that has had so much still to be decided on the last, the third game of the
Exactly.
group.
That's what I liked about it as well.
Mm.
We want to have the game means more when there's something hanging on it.
Yes. Now, according to the BBC as well, no shots in the Tunisia-France game.
Yeah, I'll do it more in Denmark, Australia.
But I mean, has Casper touched the ball yet?
I don't know. I think he has.
Typical Frankie Boyle, Saint. Typical Frankie Boyle.
I think he will. I think he'll get it less and less as the game goes on, because Denmark will get more desperate.
Yes.
But to be fair,
I mean,
as well, I can probably see what Australia are doing. Therefore, at the moment, if we know we get a draw, we're more than likely going to go through. Because I don't see Tunisia doing anything, right? But they also know then if we just keep holding them out, they'll commit more men forward, and then we can hit them on the break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, when Canada just threw men forward and get back in the game, and then the other two goals by Croatia was only because Canada committed so many men forward.
Oh, breaking news, everybody! Breaking news. Kasper Schmeichel is on the pitch. I've just seen him.
Alright.
He wasn't anywhere near the ball, but I did see him on the pitch.
So you sold him?
Yeah, he's gone to Nice, mate.
Oh, I didn't know. No, must have missed it.
Yeah, he went at the end of the season.
It's a shame.
Well, he's, Anyway, it's not. We don't talk well. Only if you mention the other team, but other than that, we don't mention Leicester on the World Cup channels. Otherwise, we just end up talking about it for 10 minutes.
All I will ask is who you got as a keeper now?
Yeah, we have Danny Ward now, which is a bit
Okay.
worrying when you've seen his performance.
Yeah.
So,
But then what's not helped is defence in front of him.
sorry, say that again.
What's not helped is defence in front of him.
moment there. So if we beat Senegal at the weekend, Sunday night, we could end up playing the winner from this group. So it's France, or second place from Group C, which at the moment is Argentina. So great.
Well, if you wanna win the World Cup, you got to beat the best.
Yeah, I know you do. You do. I sooner play Argentina at the moment. They are beatable. Which team's most impressed you this World Cup?
Saudi Arabia.
Really? Just for the one win, or Casper's touching the ball, everybody. Casper Schmeichel is touching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a pass back from a Danish defender.
Mm-hmm. It's not just that. He was to play well in the second game as well. But no one gave him a hope. Oh, how did they not score? Oh, just needed someone to get on the end of that. Denmark. Like, honestly. Like, Ericsson involved in Ghent. Just didn't cut it back enough. Jeez, what? But yeah, I'd say Spain have impressed me. I don't think they do well.
Yeah.
Who else has impressed me?
I must admit, Mike, the Welsh fan, who was saying that's it, I'm having nothing to do with the World Cup now. I'm not doing anything else. This is it. I've had enough. He's doing a watch along. So. Yeah, that did. I've just seen that. I think I've just seen that strike you were on about, or that effort. Oh, and then he kicks it well wide.
Yeah.
So 28 minutes gone, half an hour gone. Thoughts on the game so far, Steve?
Well, it's just following Australia's game plan, isn't it? The contain them, get them to become more open in the second half, and then hit them on the break when they try and go for the win. But Australia, seriously, are looking very shaky at the back. You can see they switched. They switched to a 5 on the back line, right, with the 3 in the middle. So it's not really a 4-4-2 now. It's more a 5-3-2. So you can see like they're really trying to contain Denmark on what they're doing, and some of the time it works. But then Denmark have had a few opportunities they've broken fast at.
I'm feeling really worried for Australia now that if they don't really try and do something, they're just going to. Yeah, I think it's a case of when rather than if Denmark score.
Yeah. I'll be back in 2 sets, mate.
So 0-0 still in both games. Schmeichel's got the ball. Passes it out. Who's your money on for the whole thing, Steve? I don't think you heard me say that. I didn't realise you got your headphones off, mate.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Who have you got for the whole thing?
Brazil, to be honest.
Yeah, I have as well. And when Australia just came ahead, then when they do come ahead, they're not troubling Denmark at all.
But look at the quality, even without Neymar, look at the quality they've got on the pitch and on the bench.
Yes.
It's mad.
On the pitch? Doesn't he play for Serbia? On a pitch? Oh, no, it was a bad joke, don't worry.
Yeah, their bench could beat England easily. Like, it could beat any side. That's how good it is.
Yeah, I can't see past Brazil. What's everybody in the chat? What's people's choice to win it?
Again, we've had shocks. And people saying it's Messi's time to win one. Neymar.
Oh, Ash. Oh, dear. If Australia go through, if Australia go out, there will be too many broken hearts in the Oz. Win, they should be so lucky. I didn't know you were a Kylie and Jason fan, Ash. It doesn't go in with your music at all, mate. It really doesn't. Change your mind, Stephen. I thought Brazil. Now I'm going to go Argentina because Kate's gone for Brazil. That's put the curse of death on it. Afternoon, Kate.
I wouldn't mind Argentina. I'd love to see Messi win it and watch all the Ronaldo fanboys cry.
Yeah.
Love it.
We've all. I think everybody feels that with Argentina. As much as I hate them as a team, I like Messi.
Yeah. But in terms of I mean, I just generally don't want them to win it. When it comes to France, no. But what I'd ask you, like, because Mbappe's already shown it in the World Cup. What do you make of Mbappe?
I got him down as possibly for the gold. Well, I did not possibly. I did have him down for the Golden Boot. But
wow. You rate him that highly?
Sorry,
you rate him that highly?
No, I just think he's going to. Oh, hang on. No, didn't control it. Australia. I just think he. I think France will do well. I think, like a lot of these players, he's good, but not maybe as good as he is in his own mind. He seems to always be able to do it for France. I think he's got so much say at the moment, hasn't he, in his contracts and everything. I don't know. Are any of these big players, like I say, when it comes down to it, if they're going to earn these big money and get these big contracts, they've got to produce it time after time after time. And for example, even again on the World Cup stage, and Mbappe probably has. He's been one of the few players that has kind of turned up. But he's got a few goals, hasn't he? So,
won the 2018 World Cup. In 2018, he won the World Cup.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that was. I mean, in fairness, that was 4 years ago. But I like him. And I think I've got him down as the Golden Boot.
And he's not. He's not even at his peak yet. I think he's quality. I think he's one of the best stars around.
You wouldn't have him at Arsenal then?
Oh,
there you go. I said it. The A word. Oh my God! I can't believe I said it.
I'd love him at Arsenal. I think he's quality. Sorry, but I
don't think anybody in the Premier League. I think he's been played every game, one game for every team in the Premier League when they split the cost.
I've gotta say this, but sorry, Bargav. Sorry, Bargav, but like your take on him saying that, like he's a honorary wannabe and he's not going to be able to do anything in his career.
I'm struggling to hear you, mate. Sorry, what was that?
Sorry. So, sorry, Bargav, but I've got to say this, right? He said he's just a hungry wannabe, and he's not gonna amount to anything.
What, Mbappe?
Yep,
Who said that?
Bargav. He generally hates him. He generally hates him. Like, I'm like, really? Like, I mean, like, and he thinks I hate Neymar. I said, I don't know him. He's a great talent, but I can't see how you can't put Mbappe up there as well.
I mean, Neymar's. It'd be better if he didn't sort of spend, 3/4 of the game on his arse, wouldn't he? Really, but
Well, no, but like the only thing, like, the one thing I didn't like about Neymar is that he decides to take a 2-week holiday as an injury to go piss off to a carnival.
well,
one was the Arsenal. We went out of the Champions League in that 2 weeks.
yeah.
Would you be impressed? No.
No, I mean, I want if it was genuine, you're fair enough. But there's always going to be doubts, isn't there?
But
Nate says he wants it to be Messi, but I think it'll be somebody else. Saint says Australia home and away is always so dramatic. Ugh. Ash, your cool man image as this head of this rock and roll band is just you watch home and away and you like Jason and Kylie. It's going downhill, your image in my eyes, Saint. Jeffson, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day.
Headed up.
Late in tonight, thought it was a midnight kickoff here in the Philippines. He's going for 1-0 Australia. I think you guys have all got it right, and I've got it well wrong here. We're going 1-0 Australia. Sorry, only you and me. Jeff, only you and me have gone for Australia. Welcome along. Sensible man, that, Jeff. Always said about people that live in the Philippines that they're clever and brainy. Here's a question Doug's asked. Is Ericsson holding the Denmark team back?
If you're going on based in Euros compared to now, yeah, you can base it on them too. I do think I've just seen Ericsson in this game. He's been doing a lot more than he has done. Obviously he's going to be their captain, their talisman, but for me, some people got a point because it's also probably had Denmark using. I don't think Denmark use him in the right way either. In a sense, and he could be a lot more creative, more forward. But you can say that if you were judging it off Euros 2020, or last year obviously, and in this tournament, you can actually vouch and say that because Denmark have not been the same team that they were a year ago.
Yeah. Saint, go and sit on the naughty step now. Sit on the naughty step now. Denmark don't win World Cups, but if they did, they'd probably be the best team in the world. Naughty step. I'm not annoyed and I'm not angry. I'm just very disappointed, Ash. Go and sit on the naughty step.
Yeah, do you know what I would
He's
say?
bored of this game. Yeah, it's kind of stalemate, isn't it? It's not. It's not another non-exciting game, but at least Denmark are trying.
Michael did sign. He made a save.
Doug knows holding the Denmark team back. Great minds think alike.
Kasper Schmeichel just made a save.
Wow, you see, he's earning his money in this game. And excuse me, we're not doing any of that in this chat here, Ash. No self-satisfaction allowed at all. There are certain channels that you go to for that, and this is not one of them. So put it away. Put it away now, please. He's going to kill me. Let's see if Denmark bring home... Oh, my God, Doug's off now. Let's see if Denmark bring home the bacon.
Oh, my God.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, mate. They're looking a bit streaky at the moment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look, blame Doug. Blame Doug. Oh dear. We've still got to get that show sorted out, Doug, haven't we? We're going to do an Ian Wright, Alan Shearer show where, you just try not to laugh at each other's jokes. Mind you, with our standard of jokes, it shouldn't be too hard.
Well, to be fair, your standard jokes will be laughing at you, not with you.
I'm going to say that again, sorry.
If your standard jokes, I'll be laughing at you, not with you.
Well, exactly. So just to reiterate again, victory will see Australia qualify, while a draw would be enough unless Tunisia beat France, which would see the North African side going through on goal difference. Denmark must win against Australia, and if they do so, will be certain to qualify unless Tunisia beat France, which would leave them tied on 4 points with the Carthage Eagles. So, at the moment, nothing's happening in either game. It is 0-0. Is it as exciting as a North London derby?
Hey.
Or an East Midlands
Oh,
derby, then. Go on, let me say that. It's as exciting as an East Midlands derby. Despite the sun, no tan on those Danish players. They're looking a bit pastry. Ash. You see what you started, Ash. You see, and then Doug joins in, and it all just goes silly. Is anybody having pigs in blanket this year? I mean, I prefer to call it relative sleeping over, but, each to their own. That doesn't even get a response from Stephen, that joke. He's just totally like, yeah, I'm just ignoring that. Australia fans are looking happy. I'd be a bit worried if I was them. Denmark are well on top, as you will no doubt not be surprised to hear. Coming up to half-time here, Stephen. Who's going to be the happy manager at half-time?
Well, I'd say Australia, wouldn't you? They're still in the pound seats at the minute in terms of where they are on the table. But, and of course, they're going to encourage Denmark to come out even more in the second half. And that's where they could exploit them.
And do you think they
I
can?
would like him to see it to try and get more control of the game, to be fair. Because obviously they have lived dangerously. So they need to sort of nullify Ericsson in a sense. Because he has been getting those creative chances away. He has to get this. Some Australia have given him a bit of space. So they want him to address that, but at the moment. Like,
I mean, the way things stand at the moment,
because they know if they concede, if Denmark score, right, then it's Australia will have to find their bacon.
Yes. I'm just. I mean, if it ends like this and Australia finish second, the chances are that Australia will have to be playing. They will play the winner of Group C, which could be either Poland or Argentina, or even Saudi Arabia, possibly. I think Mexico have blown
because they also know if Denmark win, right, then they're going down under Denmark.
That was handball, wasn't it? Not like a clear handball. I mean, this is the thing, though. If Australia go through. And this great. How far could they go? 2 minutes of. Here we go. It's time. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. There is 2 minutes of injury time. But of course, if we had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what would it be?
Cowabunga! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
It would be ninjury time, indeed. Oh, come on, Stephen, get into the spirit of it. It's for the kids.
Yeah, but you do know you're supposed to put it's not made for kids.
No,
on YouTube
was
Studios.
Nipron did that once, and then nobody was able to. Oh no, he said it
Oh
was
my
made for kids, I think, didn't he? Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, we can't
If
watch
it's
it.
made for
It's
kids, and then nobody could get in to watch it. So Denmark.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
Australia-
I'm 28 years old. I'm not 28 months.
Yeah. Oh, Australia having a bit of possession here at the end of the half. I didn't start it. It was the Germans.
Don't mention the war.
No, don't mention the war. And it's at half time. It is half time. I have to say though, was it?
To be fair, if France end up surrendering surrendering to Tunisia, it's not the first time they surrendered to someone.
True, and I mean, in the Battle of the Second World War, of course, Germany did lose to Japan 2-1. I was in the pub earlier, and there was some Germans and Japan fans in there watching the football with me, and then suddenly a referee walked in. I thought, it's all going to kick off now.
Hang on, they're on the same side.
Yeah, Swede was walking down the street with a duck under his arm. Where did you find that? Swede was walking down the street with a duck under his arm. Where did you find that money? Asked the fellow pedestrian. It happened to be a duck, claimed the Swede. Shut up, Swede. I am talking to the duck. Yeah, you might have to explain that one, Doug. Australia would play Argentina, Poland, or Saudi Arabia, Mexico second round. So there's a slight chance if it's not Argentina. I haven't been impressed with Argentina. But look, it's half time. We're going to take a quick 5-minute let's go and water the plants and drop the kids off at the pool break. And we will be back. Don't touch that dial. No, we will be back in about 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes time. Don't go away.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch-Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
You're watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Your World Cup station.
You're watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Your World Cup station.
Indeed, welcome back. 0-0 in both these games. Neither of them are setting the world alight. What is it with me and being able to do watch-alongs for shows that are just goddamn awful? Australia 0, Denmark 0. Denmark having 2/3 of the possession almost. 71 attacks to 60 for Australia. 38 dangerous ones to 15 for Australia. Denmark are going for it. I'm going to give them that, although it's not the most exciting game. I mean, for me, Senegal, Ecuador. Senegal came out. They knew what they had to do, which was go for the win. They went for it. Denmark are trying, so I can't say that they're not trying. I mean, Australia throwing bodies in front of everything, but they're not. I don't think they're out to win this. They're trying to hold on. They have had 4 shots with 3 of them being on target, but you know that's in 45 minutes. But that said, Denmark have only had 5 shots with 2 on target, so it kind of sums the game up. Tunisia, well, what we got here? Pretty much possession between Tunisia and France is even. 46 Tunisia, 54 France. 60 attacks for Tunisia, 62 for France. Dangerous attacks, 27 Tunisia, 16 for France. But even less shots on target than we've got, or less shots. 3 for Tunisia, 2 of which were on target, and just 2 for France. And France haven't got 1 on target yet. We know they're through. Of course we do. But, you know, come on, guys. Put a performance on for people. So as it stands in this group at the moment, France are top. +4 goal difference, 7 points. Australia, at the moment, are second. -2 on 4 points. Denmark third, -1 on 2 points. Tunisia bottom, -1 on 2 points. Look, I tell you what I'm going to say. That I didn't think. I wanted Australia. You can guess from the garb. I like Australia. I've been there. It's a lovely place. But they don't deserve to go through. I know, and me and Jeff are the only ones that have actually gone for an Australia win, but I just can't see it coming. I really, really can't. And if that's the case, then come on, Denmark. I'm not, obviously I'm not going to change my prediction because I've said it and that's it, and that's the fun of the game. But they just at this stage, Australia don't deserve to go through. I'd love to see Denmark go out, not just because I say I do like Australia. I've been there. Been to Cairns, lovely place, done the Great Barrier Reef, etc. But Denmark going out as well would be more the surprise, because obviously they're the bigger team. It's as in stature and history. But no, I think I want Denmark to go through, just edging out Australia. Sorry, Australia, you had your chance, but you come out and play like Wales. That's what happened. I'm just going to send a message, guys. So I'm Stephen's back. Let me just put the scores up here. There we go. So the scores are up on there. So it's 0-0 in both games. I don't know if you what you caught of that then, Stephen, but I don't think Australia deserve to go through, do they?
Say that. They did play well in the second game.
Sorry, mate. Are you able to sort of? Cause I'm really struggling to hear you.
Yeah. Is that better?
That's better. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
say,
in terms of Australia, they did play well in the second game, to be fair. So they've earned themselves to be in that position. So
yeah.
that's why I said I don't mind that either goes through. I think Denmark could have done a bit better.
Yeah, I mean,
they should have beaten Tunisia. They should be beating them. So they can only put themselves to blame really in the position they're in.
They have. And by the way, can you say when I was on my break, I did have one of these whispers, but do keep it quiet. Thank you. The joke didn't work the other day when I tried it either. I thought different audience. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm not bothered if either goes through. I don't dislike Denmark at all. I just happen to like Australia, but Australia do not deserve to go through on that performance at all. I mean, Tunisia, they're making a go of it. Oh, they have kicked off Tunisia. So I'm thinking I should be any time about to kick off. There we go.
Australia just made a shot.
You said there's been a substitution?
Yeah, I didn't get who it was though. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Number 26 for Denmark is coming on.
Also Australia.
This might be the most exciting thing that happens in this game.
You never know.
We live in hope. Yeah, and we kicked off in this one as well. Oh, no, we can't have 2 0-0 surely at the same time.
Never know.
Just so just to go through
Is it coming out? Oh, it's blocked. I've got for corner, isn't it? Another corner. Australia off the corner.
I mean, if Australia somehow do manage to score a goal, that's really going to Denmark are really going to have to come out and do something then. But
yeah.
If this was to finish 0-0, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm really
it will become more open. It will. They'll have to open it up because like Denmark, like you said, got to win, so they've got to go for it at some point. Right, and that's
going to say it's going to leave them open at the back, isn't it?
That's why I said that's why I see it like Australia. That's why it's clever what Australia are doing. Slow the game down, nullify it. Don't give them time to play, right? And then once they start coming out to try and commit men forward, you then hit them on the break.
Yeah, two corners, one after another here for Australia. Here we go. They're packing the defence back of Denmark. I think they're obviously scared about conceding.
Well, I think they nearly had chances conceding in the first half. That's probably why. Again, like Australia nearly scoring there. This is the point. They'll open themselves up and create space. I do think it's a bit early to do open up, because if you go into about the 70th minute, then Australia are stuck in two minds. Do we stay and try and defend what we got, or do we try and finish the game? Because if they score a goal, the game's finished.
Well, Australia,
Yeah.
you can't see Denmark getting two.
It'd be a struggle.
No. I do want to do. I think.
Unless they immediately respond.
Oh, just when you think it couldn't get any worse, somebody's wearing a Leeds shirt in the crowd. Sorry, Carl, if you're watching. So let's see what can happen here. Just to quickly reiterate, France are already qualified and will top the group unless they lose to Tunisia and Australia beat Denmark, which would leave them tied on 6 points with the Socceroos. Victory will see Australia qualify, while a draw would be enough unless Tunisia beat France, which should see the North African side go through on goal difference. Denmark must win against Australia, and if they do so, will be certain to qualify unless Tunisia beat France, which would leave them tied on 4 points with the Tunisians. Tunisia must beat France and hope Denmark avoid defeat by Australia to be in contention to qualify. So that's all clear then, isn't it?
Very much.
As mud.
It's like trying to do argument, isn't it?
I mean, we shouldn't. I'm not grumbling, because at the end of the day, it's great that there's so many options available.
I know, but it's like a 10-year-old trying to do like GCSE maths. It's always so complicated. They're saying that there's two kids that are doing that.
Though it stays like this, obviously the groups won't move, and my stream has just frozen. Oh, somebody please do something. Score a goal, fart, whatever. Just make this game exciting. A long ball pumped up by Denmark to the far side. Denmark obviously all in red, now kicking from left to right, which is different to what it says on the graphic, but like I said, they don't change the graphic at half time. So can Denmark, I mean, again, 5 minutes in the second half, it was 5 minutes of pressure there from Australia, but they do it 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. That's not going to win them the game, is it?
No, it's not. But like I said, the more they contain them, the more open they become. The more it stays like this, the more vulnerable Denmark will be at the back.
Yeah. Oh, now, for God's sake, Denmark. He was in a superb position to score, and he kicked it straight at the Australian defender.
Just check the private chat, Chris.
And now they've crossed it in. That's it, finishing, like, whoa.
Just check the private chat, Chris.
Oh, okay, mate. Yeah, no, I understand that totally 100%, mate. 100%.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I need some rest before the next watch around. I wasn't going to be falling asleep during it.
Yeah, no, mate. I get that. I said to you at the start, and I know. Hugo, thank you very much for coming on. TV. That's where you can find him. And I'll see you soon, mate. Look after yourself, mate.
Yeah. We'll sort something out another time.
We will do, mate. Take care.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, unfortunately, Stephen's had to go. He's not so good, and he does need his sleep. In fairness, are we going to see a goal? What do you think the chances are? Certainly, I can't see Australia. I can't see Australia scoring at all. So we are looking 53 minutes, 54 minutes in real time. And there's really, as I say, from the goal, you can see who I want to win. But, oops, look at that. Look at me. I've got the Wales-England score up still. Oh, how did that happen, I wonder? Oh, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Jeff is in. Ash didn't get the joke from Doug earlier either. Last night during the England game, we had a power cut. Yeah, I saw you posted that, Jeff. I missed the second half. Almost wishing for a power cut in this game. I know the feeling. The other game, it's much the same. No, I just say it doesn't look much better. That's 0-0. I mean, they've had less shots in that game. Tunisia have had 4 shots now. France have had 2 shots. And we're worried about getting France. And Pickford's probably licking his lips. So neither game is looking very good at the moment. And yet there's so much to play for. You know, 1 goal to Tunisia and you change the total look of this group. The only thing I can say in defence is that Denmark are at least going for it, Jeff. They're making a fist of it, but they're just rubbish. They're just rubbish in the final third. You know, Denmark have had 6 shots, 2 on target, and that's in 55 minutes. And that is from a team that knows they've got to win to go through. They're going to make some substitutes now. That is true, Ash. Unfortunately, I wish it was just a game that was sending him to sleep. Please do get over to his channel, S Fleetly TV. The link is in the description below. He also does a charity channel for the Children's Liver Disease Foundation, and it's a great cause and one which I'm sure you understand. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but just to say that it is very, very personal to Stephen, and which is why he's had to go. We wish him well. Tunisia have scored. Oh my God! Tunisia have scored. What is Nate? Sorry, I can't even say Nate's name properly now. Nate, what is going on in my life? What is going on in my life? They have scored. Tunisia have scored. I'm just waiting to see whether it is going to be allowed or not. Oh, it hurt me throat. So just showing the goal now. Oh, he put the goalkeeper spread his legs out, trying to get it to stop going in, and it's a good goal. It is a good goal, and that totally affects the table. Totally affects the table now. Wow, 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 wow. Neither team is showing any urgency in this game. It's not. There is a goal in the other game. Qatar has just been taken off for Tunisia. I'm just trying to get an update of the table. Here we go. France are top. France are going through as it stands with Tunisia. Australia and Denmark are out as it stands. There we go, Kate. I didn't see your question, but yes. So France top 6 points. Tunisia second with a goal difference of 0 on 4 points. Australia are third with -2 on 4 points. Denmark are bottom with -1 and 2 points. So yeah, France are through. France, we know, are going to go through in one way or another. But at the moment, it is France 1, Tunisia 0. And I've got to be honest with you, looking at that game, 78 attacks for Tunisia, 75 for France, 38 dangerous attacks, last third attacks for Tunisia, only 18, 20 less for France. 5 shots for Tunisia, 3 on target, only 2 shots for France in the whole game, and not a shot on target. These are the world champions, and they've gone over 60 minutes into a game, and they have not had a shot on target yet. That's how bad it does. Unfortunately, I think that obviously those players are going to be back, and they have got a lot of players missing. But if we get them in the quarters, anybody worried? I'm not going to be here to cover it, but is anybody worried? So, and there's been a goal! Australia have scored! Australia have scored! Oh my God, it's all kicking off. This is, and cut. I said I couldn't see Australia scoring. What do I know? Okay, this group has suddenly come alive. They're on a breakaway. They're on a breakaway. He's onside. He was in his own half. A pass from his own half, and the Australia, he's got 2 defenders on him, and he's got the ball past them and Schmeichel. Schmeichel dies but can't reach it. Whoa, he was twisting. Australia, fine. I'm going to be honest with you. Number 7 for Australia. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely unbelievable, Jeff. This game has suddenly turned on it. This group has suddenly turned on its head. Wow. Wow. Let me just update the group. I think Stephen's back in. We'll bring him in a second. So it was France and Tunisia top, and it's all changed again. It has all changed again. He says if he presses his right button, where the hell has the groups gone? Just bear with me, Stephen. Wow, this is like sat here, nothing going on, and then two games, both of them kick off at the same time. I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it. Right, let me change this round. Do that, and that, and that, and that. There probably was a quicker way of doing it. Why is it doing that when it shouldn't be doing that? There we go. No. Oh, for God's sake, what's going on? There we go. Jesus, sorry, you've seen you all around. Stephen, you go and it all happens.
I know, mate, innit? Just, it wakes me all up, doesn't it? So,
unbelievable. Well, I think it's woken most of us up, if I'm honest with you.
mate, I was falling asleep over it, to be honest. I thought, fuck it.
no.
Do you know what? Nothing's happening here. I'm gonna. I'll fall asleep for 50 minutes, then I'll get up and make dinner, and then I'll be set for the next game, right? But clearly not, man. It's that's what I love about the World Cup.
I know.
It's always funny, like, as soon as Tunisia score, it's like Australia got the memo.
Yeah, it was. So at the moment, France are top with 6 points, plus 3 goal difference. Australia are second with 6 points, with -1. 4 points to Tunisia in third. Denmark bottom with 1. Tunisia need Australia to concede against Denmark, and Denmark to get a draw. I've got to be honest with you, it's Denmark's fault. They just haven't been good enough in that final third.
Do you know what? For me, it's been absolutely shocking. You said me at the start of the tournament that Denmark will be fourth. I'll be like, nah, you're all right. You're mad.
Yeah.
So
But they always say, don't they? The tables don't lie.
yeah, and what they ask about Ericsson, maybe it's true.
Yeah.
Maybe it's true.
Maybe he shouldn't be. Ash says, Stephen, every time you leave, there are goals leave again. That's not very nice, Ash. But it's true. Now Denmark, this has woken Denmark up. Oh, and again, gets past 2 defenders and then just can't get past the third. Instead of passing it, he tries to go around him again.
6 minutes.
This has been an absolutely mad 5 minutes. Absolutely mad 5 minutes. As it stands now, for about 3 minutes, Tunisia were going through.
Yeah, you would get stuck outside, would you? No, I'm not giving you a treat. Get lost. No, get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Stephen is talking to his dog. I take it that was your dog and not the.
The delivery man turned up. He decided I'm going to run out in the garden, disappear on the caravan, and listen to what you say, right? And just completely disobey you. So I thought, fuck you, he'll leave you outside then if you want to stay under there.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then he walks, and then he comes back in thinking I'm going to give him a treat. No.
No. Here we go. So it's, like I say, for about 3 minutes, Tunisia thought they were going through. I feel a bit sorry for the fans, but what of Denmark? We're going to see now whether Denmark are worth it. It seems to have woken Australia up as well. And looking at the other game, I mean, France, world champions, 67 minutes now, coming up to 70 minutes, and they've had 2 shots all game, none of which are on target. So, France aren't bothered, they lose, they're still top. They are still top. So, is Denmark's dream going to be over? They've got 23 minutes to save the World Cup, Denmark. They need, if they
Trust
get
me,
2 goals,
they've got what the Denmark have now got what they've got 23 minutes to save their bacon.
that's bad, Stephen.
Well, what you're doing it earlier? There you go then.
Yeah, exactly, and it was bad earlier.
There you go then. Like tasting your own medicine.
Hey, taste my own sausage. That sounded bad. No, Denmark have got one point. So if they were to win this,
You could keep the taste of your sausage to yourself.
Cumberland, I have to say. Cumberland, all right, you know, not cocktail, Cumberland. Oh, Pele's in hospital apparently.
Who? Who's in
Pele.
hospital? Oh no.
Pele is in hospital.
Yeah, hope
best
he'll be
wishes,
alright.
as Ash says there.
Greatest player ever.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. Oops. Ash, he got cancer. Oh. Jim isn't working. David says Denmark so disappointing, his dark horses. All right, mate, my dark horses were Senegal. Look at for them to do that, they've got to knock England out. So let's have a look at this. If Denmark were to win 2-1, that would get them 4 points, and Australia would be back down to 4 points. And I think Denmark would go top on goal difference then. There are so many options available. So let's have a look. It's, as it stands at the moment, let's have a look if it's telling us. Victory will see Australia qualify, while a draw would be enough unless Tunisia beat France, which obviously they are doing at the moment, which would see the North African side go through on goal difference. Denmark must win against Australia, and if they do so, will be certain to qualify unless Tunisia beat France, which could leave them tied on 4 points with Tunisia. God, it's all going literally 2 minutes between those 2 goals. 58 minutes. Kazaki puts Tunisia up. 60 minutes. Lecky puts Australia up. God.
Oh, hang on. Penalty. It's a penalty. Is it a penalty or offside?
I'm behind you, I think.
It's either. Hang on a minute.
They're saying offside on the graphic.
Yeah.
They are saying
We're
offside.
saying offside. Yeah, he's offside. If he was a touch more on, he might have got a penalty then.
Oh, video referee in progress. Video referee is reviewing a penalty.
Oh, is it? No, they're playing on. They're playing on.
He is,
No,
he is reviewing it.
It isn't a penalty. It isn't a penalty.
You're breaking up again, mate. Sorry, mate.
It isn't a penalty. It's not a penalty.
We've not had the decision yet.
No, it's not a penalty.
No, it's not been given. No,
it's not been
it hasn't
given.
been given. No. Australia breathed a sigh of relief. I'm just seeing it now. That's how far behind I am. The Denmark players weren't necessarily actually asking for it, I don't think. They didn't seem to be going mad about it.
Some of them were.
Maybe it's just maybe I'm that far behind you, like I say. So it's still 1-0 in both games. Tunisia must be sick. Tunisia doing what they need to do. Denmark aren't. Denmark, do you say?
Yeah,
what
Denmark.
did you say is It is that time of year, Ash. He's behind you. Oh no, I'm not. I mean, Denmark, from what you would expect, I mean, we know Qatar were bad, but we expected them to be bad. But would you at least say that Denmark are probably the most disappointing team for you?
Well, you could say that because I was expecting Denmark to get through. I was expecting Denmark to qualify, to be fair. I think Uruguay would be very disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, Uruguay really got nothing about them, to be fair.
No.
Belgium, like I said, Belgium's been disappointing. They might have won the first game and didn't deserve to win it.
Well, just out of interest, I went for where am I? I went for France first, Denmark second, Tunisia third, Australia fourth. Doug went for Denmark, France, Tunisia, Australia. And let's have a look what Dan went for. Dan the man went for Denmark, France, Tunisia, Australia. So literally, we've got a show coming up, by the way, guys. 10 o'clock Friday night, where we are reviewing myself, Dan, and Doug. We're going to be checking our predictions for all the groups, obviously, at the group stage, and just see how close we are. And none of us have done particularly well in this group. I think actually I am winning so far. I think I am winning. Which all I can say to that is,
I know it's so difficult not to look smug at this point.
So we're coming up to the last 15 minutes. France and Australia are through as it stands. Tunisia and Denmark are not. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have been bothered if Tunisia had gone through. I feel kind of sorry for them, but Denmark have been poor. They have been poor. I can't say anything else than that. They've had the attacks. They've had the if you want to call them dangerous attacks. They've had 8 shots, so it's kind of okay, I guess. But there's just nothing in that the final pass, the final through ball. Mm-hmm. They're getting what they deserve, and Australia are playing with the confidence now, Stephen.
Exactly. If you can't apply yourself and wanting to work to try and win the game, then this is what you deserve.
Yes.
Right. It's like I said with Belgium, they're getting exactly what they deserve.
Yeah.
I really hope they don't go through.
Yeah.
I really don't. I really hope that they don't go through.
Again, you are still very crackly and still breaking up a hell of a lot, Stephen. I can hardly hear what you're saying. The sound is good, the volume, I mean, but the sound is just like it's like you're on a AM radio.
I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Unless it's just me. What's it sound like to people in the chat? It could just be my end, I guess. Jeff, you have got it right. Yeah, it's not sounding so good. Darth Vader in the room, says Ash. So it's not just me.
I don't know. Is that better?
That is better. That's done. That's it. Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Jeff, you're on the winner. You win the prize today if it stays like this because you've gone 1-0. And the prize is a half-season ticket to watch Derby County. What more could you want? Oh dear. So we are coming up to 12 minutes. Denmark are running out of time. You've always got to say it's going to be too late for them, don't you, Stephen?
I think it already is, mate. I think it already is. Right.
Now you see they're coming down that far side again, but Australia managing to fight him off and getting the block in. And it's still Tunisia that are leading 1-0 in that game. This is an amazing group. So Melina is in. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. What is it over there? It's kind of 4:30. It's probably still morning over there in French Canada. So welcome along. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Nice. Australia getting a substitute ready. So in the other game, it is still 1-0 to Tunisia. I don't think particularly France are bothered. Like you say, they're not going to finish anything but top. So why should they worry, really? But that's not fair on other teams, I guess, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. But there you go. It's the luck of the draw, isn't it?
It is. You know, it's tournament football. And in fairness, they've got another game in probably 4 or 5 days' time, which we've then got extra time and possibly penalties. So yeah, I can't blame them. I think Southgate would have done that he did make changes, but if we'd been through, he wouldn't have played the same team at all. But like you say, it's Denmark shouldn't find themselves in this position after 2 games.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, as David says there, they've got some half-decent players, Denmark, but they've been poor. They have. Yeah, Tunisia was French back in the day. You're right, Ash. It was. It was indeed. In fact, I think France used to take the best Tunisian players and give them a French passport. Well, they probably had a French passport anyway, but I think they claimed the best Tunisian players.
What, we've got 8 minutes now.
Aye, plus probably I don't know how much stoppage time.
Denmark are out of this. Let's see what Tunisia are doing. There's not lot more Tunisia can do.
No, Tunisia have done. I said they've done their side of the bargain. The Australian goalkeeper grabs the ball and does a Pickford.
Oh shit, sorry. Shit.
No, yeah, let me. I just muted you there while that happened.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know what he did, Mike, but he had his, had his screen shut down. I never knew that.
If it's like longer than 6 seconds, then they can do your.
Yeah. Zidane was Tunisian or Algerian descent.
Sometimes you could have it faintly on the background where you don't notice, and it still gets taken down.
Yeah. Ash is seeing conspiracy theories all over the place.
Yeah.
This is a World Cup for conspiracy theories. It really is.
Yeah.
All starting with that first goal for Ecuador.
Yeah. Obviously, they didn't offer him enough. Should have offered him 10 million. But I loved how Luka he came on after that first game. He came on at the end of our watchalong, for 5 minutes. And I thought he was going to mention about the whole scandal with Ecuador, Qatar, buying out the players because he said they were cheats. So he said they were cheats. And he came on there straight away. Qatar were cheats, and I went, okay, how'd you work that one out? And he said, because they're shit. I went, how does that make sense? Because
who was this? Sorry.
He said, no, Luca said, right?
Oh, Luca! I could have guessed you were talking about Luca.
Yeah. Qatar. He said Qatar. Qatar are cheats, and I went, how'd you explain that one? And he went, because they're just shit. What? And I like, what are you on about? Like, seriously? He said we play that shit against Brighton. Does that make us cheats? Right? Tottenham are playing shit every week. Does that mean they make them cheats?
True.
Nottingham Forest are the bottom of the league. Do that make them cheats? And he went, no. Right? So how did you work out so how comes Qatar are cheats then? Like, it's football.
Let's be honest with you, bless his little con-socks, but he does come up with arguments and has no backup for them. Yeah.
This Mudrik guy, he says he doesn't rate him at all. He did rate him before all the fans hyped him up, right? And once the fans hyped him up and he heard an opinion from one of the big YouTubers, that's it, he was sticking with it, saying, like, he's not all that. And then he said, it's like earlier, he was like, I don't think he's going to cut it in the Premier League. He said it to me on the phone earlier, that I don't think he's going to cut it on the Premier League. And I went, have you ever watched him play? No. You ever watched him play football? No. Then how the hell could he come to that conclusion? You haven't seen him play, so how can you say he's not going to do well in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
That is Luca for you, though, isn't it?
Like, it's like Jonathan. He doesn't rate Jonathan David. Right, and he said I wouldn't take him at all. And I went, he's 22. He's a kid. Like, of course he's not going to be at his peak yet. What are you expecting every 22-year-old to be like Messi? Like, come on. Yeah. He just, when it comes to young players, he doesn't look at the potential. He just looks at what's there.
Yeah. Ash says, will Denmark break Aussie hearts and put Tunisia through? He thinks so. He's an Arsenal fan, Ash.
Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan.
He was having a good season, in fairness.
Yeah. I'm gonna just put on my top of the league glasses.
Now, this is what you want. In fairness, this is you.
I know, it's so difficult not to look smug at this point.
Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna get that clip. I'm gonna use that clip myself, bruv.
It's good. It's a good clip.
Isn't
It's
it?
a good clip.
No. Every time, like, if we're top of the, if we stay top of the league the next week, like, and all the fans are giving it, I'll just play that clip in the middle.
Yeah, it's a classic clip. Look, it's
I
still
could just-
2
no,
minutes
hang
to
on, I
go.
could just
2.5
use that-
minutes.
I could just use that for every time I destroy Luca's opinion.
Oh, you wear it out. So 1-0 to Tunisia, 1-0 to Denmark. Sorry, we are literally got 2.5 minutes left of this game. We've got half a minute left of normal time in the other game. 7 corner kicks to Tunisia, 6 to France. We've actually not got that long because obviously I am behind. We have got literally 1 minute now.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see how much stoppage time. Jeff is the one that's going to be getting the Derby County half-season ticket for getting the score right.
Yeah, actually, send me the link for if you can find the link for that clip, send it to us. So
I'd send it you, but I haven't saved it. I don't think it's got my logo all over it. You know what I mean?
No, can you find the original clip on YouTube though? So if you can find the original clip on YouTube,
if you search Clarkson Smug,
yeah,
and I think it's part of it. I think it's a part of a clip that's 7 minutes long or something, where there's a lot of mistakes. You know,
yeah,
it's not just on its own, unfortunately. Right, we're into the last. We are into stoppage time. We are into stoppage time as
thanks.
of
I'll look
now.
I'll look that up.
I'm just having a seeing if I can remember it. Clarkson.
Let me have a look. Actually, I'll have a look at it now.
Oh, here we go.
Clarkson.
I'm going to send you the clip. This one, it's actually on the start, right at the start. Now I'll send you the clip on Twitter, mate. There you go, mate. Sent it to you. So we are both matches. We are into 6 minutes. There's 6 minutes in stoppage time in this game, and there's 8 minutes in Tunisia, France.
Oh, I just need a better quality in that.
Oh, it is all happening.
Actually, I've got one. I just found one. It's literally at the start. Literally the first clip.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, I didn't find it under that. I found it under something else. But there we go. Yeah, and just edit it up. It's a good clip. There's a couple I've used, but that's the best one.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a whole compilation there. 1-0 Australia. 1-0 Tunisia. There was 8 minutes added time on, which leaves 6 minutes in the Tunisian game. We have got about 5 minutes left on this one.
Oh, hello.
If Denmark score, it sends Tunisia through. Can Denmark break Australian hearts like Ash said? At the moment, it's not looking like it.
I'm surprised Denmark haven't gone for this at all.
Yeah, Denmark have been very disappointing.
It's like they've not even tried. It's like they've not even tried. Fair credit to Australia, they at least gave it a go.
Oh, they're falling over themselves now. Australia just booting it away up into the other half. They don't give a shit as long as it's not in their half, and you can't blame them. You cannot blame them at all.
It's only now they're getting penned in now, you know.
Mbappe on France trying to hide the conspiracy. Then he has a poor free kick. Yeah, Jeff. I think your son might have something to say that more than me. A Leicester fan with a Nottingham Forest son getting a Derby season ticket. Good luck with that one, mate. Love it. Love it. I'm waiting for the invitation to come and visit and stay with you in the Philippines, Jeff, but it's not arrived yet.
Great take by Matthew Ryan there in that corner.
Ash says Arsenal explains the sleepy condition then. Lol, joking. They've been great so far. They're having a good season. See, the process has worked.
Look.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I'm just doing a Clarkson shot.
That is the smug face.
I'm enjoying every minute while it lasts, bro. So there you go.
I think you got a good chance of winning. But anyway,
I wasn't surprised if their squad depth does overpower us in the end. But if you told me we'd be top of the league by Christmas by 5 points, I would have said, "What the fuck are you smoking?"
I know. I think we all did. There's an argument going on here. Schmeichel's up for Denmark. Schmeichel is up for Denmark. And the corner goes straight into the Tunisian goalkeeper's arms.
Clearing it. Oh, nearly scored. Keeper coming up again. Schmeichel's coming up again. Obviously, I'm a bit forward. I'm a bit more forward. They're coming up for this corner now. Right. Is Curry going to do a Schmeichel? Is he going to do what his dad did and score a goal?
No, well, not on the one I've just seen.
No.
There's no way near.
They head it back in. It's over the top of the bar. Why are you trying to head that in from that angle, you mug? You're never going to score. You head it back across goal. Get it in there, bruv. Nah.
Jeff, your son will love you for that. Australia are just kicking it anywhere, and I cannot blame them. Michael takes the throw in.
They're treating it like it's rugby. They're kicking it 30 yards so they can gain territory.
Get it out. Get it. Oh! I think I've just seen the one you said. I don't think the goalkeeper from the Australian defender knew what they were doing.
Blow his whistle now.
Ericsson with the corner.
Oh my God! His whistle now. What's going to happen now?
And it's over the top.
It's it! Australia have done it!
Is it over? Is it over?
Australia are through!
Whoa! Yes, indeed. There you go. Australia are through. Hey, here we go. Look. I haven't got a badge to kiss.
The fans have just got they've just got the news. They've just got the news. They are out.
Tiny kangaroo down.
The players have just checked their phones.
I know the game's got to finish.
They've just checked. The players are just checking their phones. They've just checked their phones. They've now just to check it that they are out. They've got to either score about 3-4 fucking goals, and I don't think they're going to do that.
Well done and congratulations to Australia.
Well, actually, no. They scored many goals. You like, ain't going to do it.
They deserved it.
Oh, I feel sorry for Tunisia, man. They put a lot into this game.
Yeah, Australia. I mean, have they ever got through before? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't think they've ever got through.
No. They deserved it. I mean, Denmark gave it a go, but to say who they are, Denmark, they did not have that quality.
Denmark only threw it in. Denmark really.
And there's a goal! France has scored! France has scored!
Have they?
It's France 1, Tunisia 1.
Well, who scored this?
France has scored a goal.
Is it Mbappe?
Is it Mbappe? Come on, help my golden boot. Oh, what does that do to the table? I don't think that does anything to the table.
It doesn't do anything, mate. It doesn't do anything. It's the Australia-Denmark game, it mattered.
Yeah, Tunisia.
Yeah,
Actually, Tunisia have gone back on points now. Anyway.
The players are distraught on the sidelines. They know the result in the other game. Ball in. Oh, who was that? It's Griezmann. It's Griezmann.
Oh my God! How did he get that in? Past two defenders, past the goalkeeper, and there's another player on the line that couldn't get to it. Oh, maybe if that defender had slid, it would have stopped it.
Come on, man. Yes, Saliba did come on.
What a last half an hour.
Matter. It didn't matter anymore. Anyway, it didn't matter.
It didn't. But Tunisia did everything they could. Credit to Tunisia.
What the fuck is he doing?
Credit to Tunisia. Fair play to them. They tried. They did what they had to do.
Well, until the last minute.
It's a double whammy for Tunisia.
I think they might have got the hint on the pitch that what's happened in the other game.
Yeah. Oh, what's he doing? What is he doing, the referee? No, it's ended 1-1. It's ended 1-1. Apparently he's going to look at the camera. He's going to look at VAR, I'm looking at. But it's ended 1-1.
It's ended 1-1, bro. Doesn't matter anyway, though. No matter what.
He actually was offside. He was miles offside at the start.
Oh, it doesn't matter, mate, to be fair.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, I mean, whether that goal had gone in or not, Tunisia were out. I think you got. It's all this sequence of play and what have you. I've got to say, I thought he was offside. How many attempts do they need to look at it? He's talking still.
So what the fuck is
He's
happening?
talking as he's walking back onto the pitch. No, it's been cancelled. It's been cancelled. It's not a goal. It is not a goal. It's not enough for Tunisia, but at least they go out with a bit of pride. It's finished. Tunisia 1, France 0. Whoa.
I'm happy about that.
Well done, Tunisia. Well done. Well done. So France and Australia through with 7 and 6 points. Tunisia only got 2. No, they haven't. They're gonna have more than that now.
4.
They're gonna have 4, but they're not updated.
No, hang on. They're playing on.
No, it says over on here.
Playing on.
Oh. I get that. In fairness, I guess that was stopped, but it's not going to affect the table, is it?
No.
I don't think it will affect the table. Plus 8 minutes, but of course we're up to 12 now because of VAR, which seemed to take an age. Yeah, I agree, David. It was off. 2 shock results today, if disallowed. Yeah, someone's just said then 2 teams that have gone through that call it soccer.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, now it is all over. It's all over. Good night, Vienna. It's all gone. Wow. Well, so obviously the thing that we need to do is to invite Stephen in for the watch-along, let him stay 5 minutes, and then let him go, and it'll all happen. That's the way to do it. Stephen, I'm going to have to rush, but thank you so much for coming on and going and coming back on again. Tell everybody, I say your link is in the description below, but just tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, SVT TV, obviously we're doing a watch on there for the Poland and Argentina game. Arsenal and Premier League content, obviously covering the World Cup as well. And yeah, all it is to raise money for children's disease. So every penny we raise helps save kids' lives. And so if you could hit the like, subscribe here, then also go to SVT TV, like the content, hit the subscribe button, and also if you want to become a member to help donate to Children's Liver Disease Foundation, memberships start at only $1.99, with the top one only $8.99. So yeah, please do, go show the support over there, but make sure you subscribe here as well.
Brilliant. Indeed, please do. It all helps. Stephen, look after yourself, mate. Enjoy your watch along tonight, and we'll do something again soon, mate. Take care, buddy.
Definitely. Take care.
Cheers. Thanks a lot. Be sure to get over to Stephen's channel, check it out, and especially I think because I've put one of the channels in the description. The link will take you through Children's Liver Disease Foundation. I've probably got that in the wrong order, but it's a great charity, say close to Stephen's heart. So please do go and support it. Thanks, Steve. Nate says thanks to both of you. Jeff says thanks, Chris, Stephen, and the chat. Thank you for Stephen for going and coming back on again. That was what did it. Yes. Look, I'm going to be over on Dougie's channel at 6:30ish tonight. Did anybody predict Australia to come second? No, but well done to Jeff because he went 1-0 Australia for the scores. I went 2-1, so I'm kind of half there, but I can't say I got it right. And the rest of you were absolutely there. Denmark winning? Come on. Give me a loot. Give me the truth here. Come on. David, you're welcome, sir. You are welcome. And Saint Ash, don't forget, Friday at 10 o'clock on this channel, myself, Doug and Dan, we're going to be looking back at our predictions for the group and seeing how well or how bad we did. Friday at 10, that will be a laugh to round off the group stages. But join me over on Doug's channel at 7 o'clock or just before, and for the Poland-Argentina game. What would we do without the Poles? Well, firemen need them, otherwise they'd fall through a hole in the floor. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Chris. He hasn't. He was Stephen. He's gone. I'm going. I'll see you later. Take care. Good night.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
Leicester Till I Die TV. They think it's all over. It is.